is Deandra and you're watching Faithfully Waiting. This is an infertility vlog. I've noticed that, like myself, a lot of people are going through infertility, and I just wanted to document my TTC journey, but also hear from you all and help in any way if I can. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my TTC journey. So my husband and I, we got married in February of 2018. And prior to getting married, I was on the pill. So I spoke with my OBGYN and I asked her, is it okay to get off of the pill and start trying to have a child after I'm married? She agreed with everything, and I got off the pill after we got married, thinking that when that happened, miraculously we're gonna have a child when we baby danced that first time. Boy, was I wrong. So my husband and I, we learned everything we could about fertility, and we tried to have a child for about 6 months before we went to my OBGYN, who was someone different at that time. And he said that, he wanted us to try Clomid, which would probably speed things along. And it did not. Because we knew that I was ovulating, my doctor did not want to continue on with Clomid. He said to give it a little bit more time and I would probably be pregnant. And that was in September of 2019. And in December of 2019, we still did not have a child. So we went back to my OBGYN, who then wanted to do a laparoscopy to determine if my fallopian tubes were open, clear of scar tissue and everything like that. So at the beginning of January 2019, we did the laparoscopy, and we did find out that my left fallopian tube was blocked, but my doctor was able to clear it. And so he said, exact words, "I want you pregnant in 3 months." And I was pregnant in 3 months, and we were ecstatic. We found out that I was pregnant at 6 weeks, and we just were so happy. We always knew we wanted to have a child, but when that happened, it just intensified everything. So we went in for a 9-week ultrasound to see the baby for the first time, hear the heartbeat, and make sure everything was okay. And this was around my husband's birthday. And I thought that would be great, like a nice little present for him to see his child. But when we got there and got going with the ultrasound, we found out there was no heartbeat. And we were devastated. I was devastated. I just couldn't believe it. I was inconsolable. And, at that moment, it just showed how much love I had gained for that child that I didn't know. Only knew the child for 3 weeks prior, but it was just so heavy, and I just couldn't believe that it was over just like that. So because I was 9 weeks, my doctor did not want to allow me to pass the child. He wanted me to have a D&C, and I had that. And then he said after I had my first period, we could start baby dancing again, and we did. And that was in around the June 2019 time frame. But we've been PTCing and baby dancing since June of 2019, and nothing has happened. So at the end of 2019 in December, we went to my OBGYN and asked, is there anything more that he can offer us, or should we see a fertility doctor or a reproductive endocrinologist? And he just said that, you needed to give it more time, but he wasn't against us seeing a reproductive endocrinologist. So we decided to see a reproductive endocrinologist just because we wanted to do more if we could. So January 2020, we did go to our first fertility appointment, and we were very shocked. The doctor wanted to do the test that day on the first day. So he made sure that everything checked out as far as the ultrasound goes with my uterus and how things looked. And that day he saw that I was ovulating, so he noted that he knew that I could ovulate. He also scheduled my husband to have a semen analysis, and he did that following Friday. But he also said that when I had my period, when my period started on the third day of full flow, he wanted me to come in and do another ultrasound to make sure that I did not have any cysts on my ovaries. And then if I did not, they would start me on letrozole, or some people know it as Femera. And, we were just so surprised because we weren't expecting him to just go right in and get started. And we were happy, but we were just so surprised, I guess. So my third day of full flow was on a Monday. I went in and they did an ultrasound and made sure that I had follicles growing, or I did not have any cyst, and I did not. So they went ahead and started me on letrozole, and I think it was 2.5 milligrams or 5 milligrams. I can't remember. But anyways, I was to take that for 5 days and then come back in on that Friday and get my follicles measured to see if they were between 17 and 21 centimeters. And they need to be between 17 and 21 centimeters to make sure you ovulate a mature egg. I didn't know that at the time. But I took the medicine, and I did notice that the cramps on your ovaries, like when you do ovulate, were intensified. But other than that, I didn't notice anything. I took one pill twice a day for 5 days. So I went back, and that morning before we went there, I took an ovulation test, and I had a blinking smiley face, which means that it's an LH surge and you are going to ovulate soon. So I said, well, the medicine is working. So I got to the doctor, and they said that my follicles were not at the right size yet. They were at 14 centimeters and they needed to grow some more. So I needed to come back in 2 days and they would recheck me, which I did. And my follicle was at 19 centimeters. So that was a good sign. They said that I could go ahead and do the trigger shot. And I think the trigger shot was Oragel, I think it was, or Ovagel, something like that. And they gave it to me in the office. And they said that we were only to baby dance on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And we were there that day on a Sunday. So 3 consecutive days, the day after you trigger shot. So we followed his rules, and basically now we're in the 2-week wait. And I just wanted to share my story. I want to continue sharing my story and help other people if I can. This TTC journey is very frustrating, and it helped me to hear a lot of other people's stories, and I just wanted to put mine out there just to help somebody. So I hope that you will follow me and subscribe to my channel and just check in and see what's going on, because I will be documenting everything. And we have to remember that even though this is a hard time right now for all of us, that the Lord is not going to put more on us than we can bear, and that we will all soon get our miracle babies. I know that my story is not as bad as a lot of other people's stories, and I just, still think about my miracle baby who's in heaven now. But there's so many more of us out here who have miracle babies that 1, 2, 3 miracle babies that are in heaven. So, you know, I wish baby dust to everybody. I hope you like this video. And again, this is Faithfully Waiting YouTube channel. And I hope you subscribe and just think positive thoughts, and let's get these babies. Thanks for watching.